What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Bender Builds Lego Live. And as you can see, I got all kinds of energy today because I don't even know. I have been like flat on my butt the last 2 days, okay? Got my second COVID dose and I was like kind of okay. I got it Friday, right? I was kind of okay then. Like my arm was a little sore, a little tired. Went to bed early. I woke up. I was sore. Sore as all heck. Sore as all heck on Saturday morning. And I had like this really bad headache. Just like everything. I had to work all day though. I worked my normal Saturday shift. I was basically useless, but I had to be there and I had to do stuff. So there was that. Sunday was a little bit better, but not by much. And yeah, there was no way I was gonna be able to do the stream. Like, I could barely work. I can't just go home and be like, hey, I'm gonna build some Legos. Nah, man, I need to get some rest. I sat relaxed. And I feel way better today. So much better. Almost 100% there. So yeah, I'm sorry that we missed yesterday. I want to make it up to you guys, though. I didn't want us to fall behind. So we're going to get all this squared away today. Today is Monday, June 21st. It's the start of Amazon Prime Days. By the way, today and tomorrow, Amazon Prime Day. They do have some Lego deals. If you check out Twitter, I did put one that seemed worth it up there. The ship in the bottle is like 30% off. Apparently, earlier in the day, they had the Razor Crest for like $77. That's like 60 bucks off. 80 bucks. Let's see. That's almost 80 bucks. It's 130. So 50 bucks off. 53 bucks. If you follow that math, yeah, it's about like $53. That's a lot off. Unfortunately, everybody claimed the deal. I was going to buy one. I was going to buy one. I was going to get it all going, but didn't pan out. Obviously, I already have the Razor Crest. It was an extra set to sell or use for parts or something. Because, I mean, for 77 bucks, that's well worth it. That's, what was it, like 1,200 pieces? Can't recall. I have it in front of me. It's 1,023 pieces. There it is. Thank you, Wicked Bricks Plaque. Okay, so yeah, it's Monday, June 21st. It's 3 o'clock right about now. There, yeah, right now. There you go, 3 o'clock. So I say we get into it. We gotta finish up, I believe, one more car for this Hogwarts Express that we started the other day, and then we're gonna do the Monster Book of Monsters, which completes my Lego Harry Potter Moments collection for my fake Lego bookshelf. All right, digital instructions. There we go. So there we are, all set up. And yeah, let's go to bag 6 we're working on. Sure, this is working for me here. Doesn't seem to be. There we go. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's been a fun week, man. I got a lot of stuff done. Finally got my license renewed, and I've had to do my like ADD brain trick. I had to do like my little ADD brain trick. I had to like slowly get together all my stuff. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I need to get this done soon. If I'm not going today, I need to get my paperwork together. And then I was like, well, I got all my paperwork together. I might as well go there. And then, I got it done and everything. And yeah, wasn't too bad. The reason I bring it up isn't just to tell you guys that I got my license renewed, though. Have my license renewed allows me to do a few more things. For starters, I need to get my Bricklink store validated or whatever, which requires a valid ID or driver's license. So I need to do that. Now, as soon as I get it in the mail, I can get that all linked up and squared away, so I can start selling stuff on Bricklinks. And then you got I have like crypto accounts and stuff, so I need to get those. I need access to those. Like right now I can only trade stuff. I can't buy or sell, and that's a problem. If I can't buy or sell it, it's doing nothing but making me nervous. It's like, oh, I have money, and then I'm like, yeah, it's up, and I can't like sell it off to keep the profit or anything. So yeah, it's a little annoying. But the trip was fun itself. So the one over here by me, I don't know if it's the closest one, but it's the one by me. Whatever. They opened up a second location and made the first one like appointment only. So since it was last second, I couldn't go to the appointment only one. Had to go to this other one. It was like a nice little wait outside and whatever. Not a big deal. I gotta say it. I got all my stuff. I'm 31. Like, I know how this works. But I've been there enough times. I know how this works in. You come over prepared because they will always try to pull something. Some document won't be the right document, even though it's the same exact document like you brought last time. Like, your birth certificate hasn't changed, you know? Come on, get them chocolate froggies on there. Let's go. Come on, chocolate. Yeah, how is this? There we go. Only fits pointing out. It's the only way it fits. Alright, then some, I don't know, oranges or something. Alright, so there's a little cart for her, a little confectionaries or whatever. So yeah, like I said, I know what I need to bring and all that by now. And I bring extra. Just in case they got a problem with something. But so I actually had no issues. I other than waiting in line, everything was done immediately. Pardon me, like 2 seconds. Hey, grab a drink. Okay. There we go. Now, the part where I feel bad, though, there was a woman and her son in front of me. And when I say son, I mean, obviously, first of all, he's at the DMV. So, he's at least 16. He's old enough to drive, you know? He was trying to get his first license. But she was also trying to renew her license while she was there. And the poor lady, she goes up, tell them what she needs, and then they're like, well, ma'am, your license is suspended. And she's confused. Like, first of all, she was Hispanic lady. She didn't speak much English. It was English as her second language. She spoke enough, but in this case, trying to understand what the heck's going on, it was over her head, you know, a little overwhelming. I think that's the better. It was overwhelming. It was a lot to try to process. But yeah, those are possibly the right pieces. I don't know. We'll find out. Put that back. Need another one of those. Anyway, So yeah, they tell her her license is suspended. She's trying to figure out what they're talking about. And then, for whatever reason, the kind of license the son was trying to get, they don't offer there. But it's what I thought it was a full I thought it was full service over there. I don't know. I felt really bad because they were going through a lot of hoops, and even after I got done, they were still trying to figure out their stuff. And then that wasn't it. That wasn't it. There was 2 other major snafus that went through there. Once again, not to me, to other people. So I was maybe the 3rd person in line outside. So it's there's the outside line because we're still in semi-quarantine, especially for state and federal buildings and stuff. So social distancing, they're keeping a lot of people outside and then socially distanced line inside. So I'm the 3rd person outside. This SUV pulls up. It was a Equinox or a Escape or something. Anyway, pulls up in a handicapped spot. And it's this, incredibly elderly man. I mean, the guy got out and immediately, he is hunched over. It was, oh my gosh, what cartoon movie was that? Was it Hercules? I can't even remember. Regardless, this man was, he could not stand up straight. He could not stand up straight. So, he walked up and he asked the security guard at the line, he goes, do elderly folks get, priority? And he's like, oh yeah, absolutely, And heck, I might have given him I might have given him my spot if that wasn't the case, but I'm not going to quote myself on that. I'm a nice person, but not always the nicest person. But anyway, they let him in, so that wasn't a bother. That wasn't a question, comment, or concern, That is supposed to fit all the way across because I put that in the wrong spot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, anyway, he was going to renew his license as well. Except, at least here in Illinois, I don't know how it is in other places. When you get to be a certain age, they don't care. They don't care. At a certain age, you have to get your license renewed every year, and it requires a driving test. It is that is their rule with the elderly. They want to make sure you are still capable of driving. And I mean, I get that. I'm not arguing with that at all. That makes sense. Older people, the health between 2 different elderly people can vary widely, and with difference of a year, that can also make a big difference. So makes sense that after a certain age, you got to start going in every year to get it done. It's an inconvenience, yes, and I'll probably hate it if I ever get to the age where it happens to me. But it makes sense. Maybe old me will look back at this and be like, I hate you. Who knows? Point is, hey, 2 times instructions, 2 times. Don't let me forget. And that's really loud in my headphones. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Anywho. Where the heck was I? Yeah, so the entire time I was there, this man, who had priority, according to them, was sitting there waiting for a driving test, and they had one guy for driving tests. But I saw him go back like 4 or 5 times. Are these 2 times instructions that include all the pieces for both sets? Oh. Hey, that's really nice. So I don't need 8 pieces. I only need 4. That's awesome. That is awesomely awesome. So yeah, the poor fella, he was still there when I left. He was still there waiting despite them giving him priority. And you know, it'd been over an hour at that point. And he saw me leave because I know he saw me when he came in. Where is it? Like, he was just like, are you... He literally looked at me and he's like, are you serious? I had no words. I just told him I'm so sorry. Like... I mean, granted, you know, I only had to get paperwork done. He had to go for a drive, but an elderly man like that is just making him sit there for that long? I mean, like I said, he was hunched over pretty bad. He had a walker and everything, and then they're gonna sit there and do that to him? Like, no, that's not okay. They should have got somebody in there. Because I swear there was only like 4 other people there waiting, like, for a driving test, if that. But I mean, the fact that he had been there so long, why is he still waiting if he had priority? That'd be like you bought the fast pass at like Six Flags or Disney World or something, and they tell you, oh yeah, we know you got the fast pass. So you get to go to the front of the line. But you still have to wait the full 2 hours. You still have to wait the full 2 hours to get on the ride. Like, what sense does that make? Which, by the way, I don't know if anybody does it, but Universal used to kind of do that. I am definitely not paying attention to this and just throwing it together. I'm just looking at the picture and throwing things on. I have no clue what I'm doing. Give me a second here. Okay, 3, 4. Yeah, let's snap these on. When I was like a kid and I went to Universal, they did that though. If you had like the regular pass or whatever, you could go up. We went to Islands of Adventure. That was the specific park we went to. You could go up. They had like little kiosks, and you could just put in like basically like a reservation time. And so it'd be however long the line is supposed to be, say 2 hours or whatever. But you had a reservation time. So you just go this other line, then they put you in. So like you could just like do whatever in between. I mean, granted, you probably didn't have enough time to go to another ride. But you could go eat, shop, you know, whatever. Then... But then the way they got you is you're only able to do that like one, you know, for free. You're only able to do it once. That's how they got you. Okay, so where do you want this? Deal with that later. There we go. Okay. There it is. Now you need that and one of these. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else after this. I think we just have to build this train car. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Once again, same view for you, bigger view for me. 4 windows. Okay. So I can get them in the frames and get them going. And yeah. And it's like I said, there was 3 things that happened. So there's the lady and her son, the old man. And then there was another couple. This is while I was, this was after I was done waiting in line. I was up at the, not the cashier, the, I don't know, whoever the agent is that helps you. Like, the one that gathers all your paperwork and tells you if you have nothing or not, which tried to be like, oh, you don't have enough forms of proof of residence. And I was like, I have 3 when you only need 2. So please tell me what I'm missing. Which, in the end, was just, oh, I'm an idiot on their part. Oh, hey, look at that. I did the windows wrong because they want them to open like that. Did all of them wrong, by the way. Anyway, so I'm doing that. And then, like, a supervisor walks up to the open ticket window. The open window. And then she's like, hey, can you help these folks out? They have a stoppage on their account. They have a stoppage on their account. I just need to get that, I just need you to get that cleared up for them. You know, whatever they need to do. They're like, okay, yeah. So then they bring the people up. And what have I done? What did I do? I've done everything wrong. Hold on. I was so chatty, I did this all wrong. Yeah, so this all needs to shift over, and then I can figure out from there what everything else needs to be. But all this needs to shift over. And when I say everything needs to shift over, I mean I need to pull out these chairs completely. Which is going to be fun on a bun. Man, can I just take this off? Yeah, I can. Okay. We'll take that off for now. It's going to make it easier. Cheese and rice. Cheese and rice. That's why they have brick extraction tools, folks. So you don't have to undo the entire piece. Okay. So I don't know how far over these got to shift. I'm assuming 1 stud. That looks more right than it did before. Okay. There. Definitely looks better than it did before. Okay. Turn this new fan towards me. Okay. Alright, so they tell these people, they have these people come up and they tell them, like, okay, so what's happening? You give them all the information. She's like, well, the reason your account is stopped is because you have a out-of-state ticket that you need to pay. And they're like, oh, all right, well from where? And then she's like, oh, give me a minute here. And she's going through it. And I swear to God, it took her like 10 minutes. Which, by the way, I don't know why it was taking my stuff so long, because like everything was in order. It just needed to be like scanned in. I don't know why I was still there for 10 minutes. But anyway, it doesn't matter why I was there. So this lady is... So this man and this lady are like, yeah, well, you know, what state's it in? And the woman's looking for 10 minutes. And she finally, like, pulls it up and she's like, so sorry that it took so long. the ticket was under a different address than the one you have listed, so that's why it took a while. I think that's something important to remember in this case. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So let's say she's like, well, yeah, you seem to have an outstanding speeding ticket in Louisiana. And they're like, we've never been to Louisiana. And she's like, sure, you didn't go on a trip, you weren't passing through the state just to get somewhere else on a road trip or something. It's like, we don't go on road trips. It's like, we really don't go there. Like, we've never been to Louisiana. Okay, well, it says here that you have an outstanding ticket. You're going to need to get that taken care of. And the way the woman made it sounded like they basically didn't have a choice but to pay it. And then she's like, yeah, you're going to have to... And you have to, like, do this, and this. And it was like, you had to have, like, some ridiculous proof that you paid this ticket. And I was like, why? I'm like, they said they didn't do that. You even said it was under a different, like, state. Or, like, you know, a different address. Chances are, if it's under a different address in a different state that they've never been to, I'm gonna say there's something wrong. And the way to fix this here is not to pay the ticket. These folks need some help. See, I felt really bad about that. I have a gold brick here that is not used. See if I'm missing that somewhere here. Because I didn't see any gold bricks in this instructions. Oh, well, there's 2 on that. I guess I just gave you an extra one. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 on the little cart. Okay, do I have the whatever the heck facing out? At this point, I don't know or care. For being honest. I do care. I lied. I want that to look like a smooth transition. Not a mess. Okay. So how do we do this? We do big ones out. Put your side out, I'm going to assume. Does that look better? Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, that definitely looks a little bit better. Okay. And then pop that back on, and now we're onto the bag. Bag number 7 there. Last bag. Last bag. A lot of stuff in here, too. Boop, boop, boop. Cloth cape there. This one's tied up. I'm pretty sure it's axles. And there we go. And this little baggie. Oh, what else? That's cool. That's a cool little base. That makes it hard to have them fly around, though. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Torso. Just needs the head. There it is. Assuming it's black. Yeah. Oh, it does have a face. I did not think that was going to have a printed face. But it does. What is love? Nope. And I did all that wrong because he needs his cape. Alright. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. So, yeah. That was, so yeah, that was the DMV. That was, Tuesday. I think I said Monday before. That was Tuesday. There we go. So, final minifigure right there. All of them are ready. And building some stuff. Basically, the other side of this and the bottom half. Where did I put the stupid sticker sheet? It's over there. Okay. 4x1 brick. So that was my little trip to the DMV. It was interesting. Ba-da-ba-da. There we go. And, ba-da-ba-do. 8x1? 8x1. That's, yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, before that, though. So, not yesterday. Well, yesterday too, but in this case, we're talking about the Sunday before. We had a nice little quick thunderstorm here. Like I said, we also had a thunderstorm last night, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, so I was at work. Actually, it was Saturday. I'm so thrown off because of this event on all the days of this week, okay? That's why I said Monday for the DMV originally and everything. Like, I am so thrown off on the days for this week. Okay. So, the Saturday before last, there was a thunderstorm. During the day. And it was like real quick. It was just real quick and heavy stuff. Like, just street flooding kind of stuff. Annoying, but nothing too bad. Well, anyway, it happens. It passes. And everything's fine, right? All of a sudden, like a little bit before 4 o'clock, the lights, I see lights just start flickering. The emergency lights keep coming on and off at work. And then specifically I hear like the shake machine just like ramping up, shutting off, ramping up, shutting off. And I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, okay. I see it happening. One of my coworkers is like yelling, Mike! Mike! And I'm like, yeah, obviously I see it. It's kind of hard to miss. Like, it looks like every paranormal possession movie that's ever happened right now. How am I going to be oblivious to what's going on? So I'm going through, I'm trying to shut off whatever I can shut off. That's like, obviously giving problems and unnecessary. Like, okay, these lights are flickering. What's worse, them being off or them flickering constantly and probably, like, blowing out? Obviously made my choice. Shake machine keeps cutting in and out. That's, I mean, it's a necessary thing that I need, but had to shut it off. Like, turns out it's, like, everything. Basically, half the stuff in our restaurant was not receiving the correct amount of power. The whole thing. What does it want from me? I don't understand. I did that. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put it on yet. That's why. Okay. Don't care. I don't care. Flip it over. Boom. Okay. I make some calls to get some people out. They're convinced. They're like, owner's not sure what it is, you know. He's the owner, not an electrician. Don't expect him to know what's the problem. Like, hey, you know, we will, as soon as we can, we'll get over there and get the stuff out if the power doesn't come back on. But, you know, try to see if the power comes back on. And we waited a couple hours. Wasn't coming back. And then they have this, they have an electrician that they use. He's on the phone with one of the owners, and he's like, they're saying what's going on. And then he's saying what's going to be happening, and he's like, okay. And he's like, well, he's like, something is wrong on ComEd's side. And he's like, you sure? It's like, it's nothing. He's like, yes, it's nothing that you guys do. You're gonna have to have ComEd come out and fix it. There's nothing you can do about it. And they're like, okay. I mean, basically, they're like, okay, yeah. If they gotta come out and fix it, yeah. So they call ComEd, and ComEd, in their infinite wisdom, kept canceling. Kept canceling the service call because we were still receiving some power. I don't know why. Because it was very clear on the phone. We said we were getting partial power. We need somebody to come out. So they kept canceling it, though, because every time they tried to test the thing, it's like, oh, yeah, you're getting power. So there's no reason for us to come out. So, like, it's starting to get dark out. This electrician finally is able to come out by us because he had other calls and stuff he had to take care of first. And then he determines after everything that it is definitely 100% something ComEd needs to fix, because he has been doing this for 40 effing years and he knows what he is doing. Sorry, not that he knows that he knows what he's talking about. Okay. Been doing this for 40 years. You know what you're talking about. I'm not going to question that. I'm also not the one paying you. Well, ComEd finally comes out at like 1 a.m. And they agree. They agree with him that, yes, that is the problem. It was one of the breakers. But, that's not their responsibility. He's like, ComEd doesn't deal with that. That's your job. And then this guy who has 40 years experience knows what he's talking about. Couldn't find the part for like 3 days. 4 days? No, it was even more than that. Because basically he did some janky stuff to get things working. Running everything through the 1 breaker instead of the 2 breakers that we have or whatever. I don't know. I keep saying breaker because that's what I was told. It doesn't sound right to me. Because yes, we do have 2 breaker panels, but it wasn't a situation where 1 breaker panel was working and the other one wasn't. It was that they have like 2 sets of power coming into the building, and it was only receiving power from 1 of those. But it was the equipment inside that was jacked up. So anyway, yeah, so he made some janky modifications and got things kind of working. So I lost one of my days off, unfortunately, because of it. Had to do some weird cleanup jobs on Sunday too, and that was fun. They left me there to get something like dug up and scraped out back, and they're like, just find something to do it. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, just find something around here to use. We have nothing that I can use to dig up dirt and rocks and like weeds and stuff. I had a snow shovel. Not even a snow shovel with a metal tip. So I just did all that wrong. Okay. Whatever. There we go. I'm all kinds of dropping stuff today, aren't I? Oop. So yeah, I didn't have... Yeah, like all I had was like a snow shovel. I didn't know what they wanted me to use. Like, I'm not going to use equipment that I use for food to go dig up dirt. Like, no. I ended up making some calls and someone got me a shovel, but I was like, what is wrong with you? And then yeah, I don't. So that didn't yet. The power didn't come back on till like Monday afternoon, way too late for us to open, and then Tuesday I had to come in to help, and then after that's when I went to the DMV. It was supposed to be all back ready to go, you know. Originally, should have been ready Sunday, then it should have been ready Monday, and I was... But yeah, it wasn't until Tuesday, so... My mind was just like... Well, I need to see what happens with this. I can't possibly do anything. So I just, like, sat here and just got, like, 14 phone calls. It, like, threw me off. I think... No one told me, but... Thursday or Friday, we were supposed to get the replacement part to officially put us back on, like, full power. I know it didn't come that day, but I don't know if they got it over the weekend or not. I seriously don't. Because they didn't It wasn't that they didn't get the part. They got the part. They couldn't do it because it was raining. Again. You know, you're not going to hook up. You're not going to hook up wiring and stuff while it's actively raining on you. Doesn't make sense. Totally get that. But yeah, I don't know when it got done. I don't know if it got done. So we could still be running on like stupid 200% capacity on one main power. Could be running on both. I don't know. Gonna be fun. Alright, so we need 6 of those and 4 of these. Well, I got 3 of those, and then I got 4 of those. 5 of those. There. Hey, there you go. So there's 6. There's 4. We got them all. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. Oh, I'm missing, yep, one thing. Right there. Boom. Okay. Boop. Flat one. A few more of those. Another flat one. 2 more. And one of those. Okay. Very well. Tokyo drift that out of there. Literally does not matter which way. Well, yeah, it does. It does matter. Which way should you go, buddy? Which way do you go? Whichever way I want it displayed? Technically speaking. How do we want to display? Probably this way. Because the train station goes the other way, so you can open it up to the cars to see the passengers inside while it's in the station. Okay. That is totally cool. That's a lot to look at. And then now it's going the other way in the station. Okay, whatevskis. Do not care. We are done. We are done with it. We got the whole train ready. Okay, so let's pop this guy open. Hello. Hi. So just realized the kids can't even sit. But okay. There are chairs, but nowhere for the kids to sit because they don't have bendable minifigure legs. Got them short little stubby baby legs. Interesting. So Ron and Harry can be up in here. Hermione, you can sit with Lupin. Professor, you look like a werewolf. And then the cart, which does not fit in there. Yeah, it does. I was like, that should totally be able to get packed in there, right? Scabbers does not go in there, though. She apparently cannot fit. Okay. So now we got a full car with the cart put away. The Dementor is gonna be on the train here, terrifying everyone. Does it have a... yeah, it's right there. And... there we go. We got it. We've got it all done. And this just goes somewhere on the station because it can't go anywhere else. There's a lot of these left. There's so many of those left. What'd I do? It's not done. New sun was off. I was like, man, there are a lot of these. Also, I'm supposed to have 6 of them. I do see 6. Okay. All right, there we go. Now it's done. Now it's done. Dementor. Gonna go on. Just gonna fly right there. All right. That is the Hogwarts Express. In full majesty there. Tight, right? Pretty cool. Okay. So we're going to stop recording that for a second. And we're going to get the train out of the way in the first place. I don't know where to put this. I don't know where to put this whole thing right now. Hold on. There we go. Now it's all off to the side. Now. And this build. All right. Let's do this and start recording. There we go. Okay. And I totally know I have a... Yep, I do. Nice. Like them getting this one done. Because of Brixie, I ended up getting the whole set for this. Because I saw him have the whole thing with the Book of Monsters and all the other books, which this actually like came out by itself first, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I didn't like that, so I didn't like that I had it just by itself. So there's a too bad one. That one needs to get open. Two goes to the side. Last one. Yeah, so then there's a little sticker sheet. Yeah, I didn't like that I didn't have the whole set. It looked good together. So I bought the whole set. I think I told you guys about that already, because Amazon royally goofed up that delivery. They gave me like 2 charms classes instead of the potions class. And then they went like extra dumb. I returned it and they somehow messed up my return. Still don't know what they did, to be honest. Like, I am completely baffled what they ended up doing. But they They messed up the return. I ended up having to call, and they were like, okay, we're just going to mark that everything's returned, and they ended up giving me money back. It was weird. Well, I can't explain it a little bit better than that. So like I said, they gave me like two charms classes instead of a potions class. And I need black legs here. Where are you? As soon as I find the legs, I'll explain this. Come on, minifigure legs, man. Full size, by the way. That's a choice. Why do I say that's a choice? Because the rest of the books have characters with half legs. Because they're all smaller. Anyway. Malfoy. Malfoy's wand is dark brown. I will probably hold off on getting that out because I think I have a... Like, this is all together. I probably have one that's half empty, so I'll just put these over here for now. Okay. So, yeah. Like I said, they gave me 2 charms classes instead of the charms and the potions. They gave me everything else, right? But that is what they ended up doing. Well, when I returned it, which I did this right. Okay, I want to point out, I did everything right. I double-checked. I returned that and the Saturn V rocket. Now, I made sure while I was at the UPS store that everything got the correct tracking label. We did them one at a time. I made sure I had the correct one open for them to scan and get it in. Okay. I don't know what happened after that. I got my little receipt with the 2 tracking numbers. And that's as far as I know of anything. When Amazon said that they got my stuff, which they didn't say they got both. They only said they got one thing. Or, I'm sorry. See, I'm even messing that up. UPS said that they delivered one thing. And they said they delivered the Saturn V rocket. Okay? But Amazon then gave me a refund because I returned the charms class. Even though the return was set up on the potions class because that was what they needed to reset me, which they did. So yeah, they applied a credit to the charms class, even though it was supposed to be because they gave me the wrong thing for the potions class. And then I think UPS messed up and swapped the labels. And then for some reason didn't send the Saturn V rocket back. That's what I think happened. But regardless, it's not my fault because I did what I was supposed to do. I returned the items. I thought they put the labels on them then, but I guess not. But the woman must not have put the labels on when I was there. I thought she did, but anyway. So and this one's already something different than the other ones. All right. I like that. I like that. I mean, I'm going to have a speed build of all 5 of these sets at some point. But if you are looking for my little short review here, at least on the other ones, because this one you would have to buy, third party. If you wanted the other ones, which I'll totally try to throw links up or whatever you need. They're pretty decent. Like, each one is slightly different enough. You're obviously going to have the same basic design and shape. So you're still going to have, like, the same overflow for the covers and the spine. But the pieces that look like the page are... You got them, I think they either have them 2 or 3 different ways. But the way they do this is every little piece, except for the minifigures, and I don't know why they didn't try to get the minifigures in there. All the pieces except for the minifigures actually stack inside the books. All the furniture and whatnot. It all stacks inside the book. So when you close it up, they just interlock like ever so slightly. It's kind of cool. Like, you're not going to turn it down and everything's going to fall out, like, unless you like which, why would you do that? You're going to try to throw your Legos? No. Throw your Lego bricks. Sorry, there's no such thing as Legos. It's not a word. The plural is Lego bricks. Believe in the system. Okay. Yes. All right. One of those. Oh, that is so tiny. Okay, hold on. Malfoy, you come a little closer, bud. Zoomies. There we go. Maybe I gotta look at getting separate top for this. Because brown on brown is kind of hard to see. So yeah, maybe I'll find like a little... Work on finding a little something I could throw on for builds that need it. Because I like having the wood top. I think that helps me stand out from other people. And I mean, obviously I picked out this desktop because I like it. You know, IKEA offers like 8 different ones. I picked the one that I like for a reason, and I picked it twice. So I like that, but that is hard to see. So, and let's also make sure that's crisp as possible. I think that actually crisped it up a little bit there, huh? Speed build's gonna be a little blurry for the first 7 steps. Some dark brown here. All right. All right, and hey, there you go. Okay. 2 of these pins. And 2 maroon. And I don't even know. This is rubber. This isn't even hard plastic. That's rubber. Gotta do some shock absorption? What's going on? I mean, we're gonna find out, but that... That's... Yeah, I've never seen a rubber piece like that. Kinda cool. Alright, and then 2 of these. Alright, and don't worry, I still got more for you. I know we got like at least another hour here. Okay, I don't know why my SmartThings hub is disconnected. Just leave me alone. I'm working. Let me, there we go. I had meant to do that earlier and I forgot. By the way, did you hear iOS 15 is going to have focus? Focus modes? Actually, like, I say iOS 15, but it's also iPad OS, whatever number they're doing with it. I think it's still considered 15. And then even Macs. So it's like do not disturb mode, but like for specific things. Be like, it's dinner time, it's family time, I need to focus on work. You can have different things that turn off different things at different times. It's kind of interesting. It's a lot of micromanaging. It's a lot of micromanaging, but as a person with ADHD, if I can automate that, that's going to be so helpful. I have found that anytime I can automate something, which, I mean, that's true for everybody, I guess. If you automate the thing to make it easier. But specifically as a person with ADHD who, like, lacks focus or hyper focuses on things, it helps. It helps us to get the job done. As for other people, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, this here, this is like the Charles Dickens set right here. The way we're doing these pages, right? This is exactly like the Charles Dickens set. You're putting them around the frame. This is not how the Harry Potter moments sets are. That is not at all. I don't think a single one of them has that. They also don't all have tan pages. Some of them got like darker thing, like they're worn, you know. So yeah, each one of these kinds has a different design. I like that. But yeah, I think at some point we're gonna have to get on. We're gonna have to get on Better We're gonna have to talk about all these changes coming to Apple products, because it's kind of like a how do you say it? There was nothing too groundbreaking announced. That's how you say that. It's like nothing was like, oh my gosh. Like, at least for the public at this point, because it was announced at a developers conference. They announced major software changes and things that developers need to know to make their software work with their platform. I think the big things are going to start coming when that products actually come out. Or, Apple did start doing, like a year or two ago, a services like keynote. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say. I don't know why I'm confused. That's totally what I wanted to say. That's the right way of saying it. You know, like Apple TV Plus, all that stuff, right? They started doing that a couple years ago. And that's where I think you're going to start seeing all the actual changes that they're making to like iOS and stuff. Now, granted, there are going to be things that they're going to announce when the new iPhone comes out. New iPad stuff, I'm going to say that it's not going to be a new iPad. There is a new iPad Pro. And they're not going to announce stuff for the regular iPad like that. There's a lot of talk about some very, like, iPad Pro specific things going on that are rumors, that things we'd like to see, and they think that's being announced. I think that's going to be announced during the services keynote later this fall, compared to whenever they put out like a new MacBook Air or something. But yeah, definitely like iOS stuff's going to be put out when the new iPhones are coming out. If they have, I think they need to change the iPad Mini, because the iPad Air just got refreshed. Last year the iPad got a refresh. I can't remember if can't recall if the iPad Mini did, but I think it did. But yeah, there's probably a new iPad Mini coming out. New iPad Mini and probably a new regular iPad later this year. But yeah, back to more Lego related topics. Last week's Lego Masters. I now, 2 weeks into the new season, remember why I stopped watching last season. It's not that it's a terrible show at all. I quite enjoy a lot of the builds. They don't give a crap about the rules that they put in place. Okay, week 1, it was... I'm sorry, week 2. I'm sorry, we're 3 weeks in, aren't we? Because the first week nobody got eliminated, right? Last week was the explosions. The second week was the explosions, which they said you must have the explosion. It's got to have like a story and everything, and the minifigure can't be harmed during the explosion. Well, what happens? One of them has it, and the freaking minifigure gets knocked off during the explosion, which that's harm to the minifigure. That team was not disqualified. I'm sorry, while your build might look good, you didn't meet the requirements. Any other show, you would have got disqualified. Forged in Fire, anything like that, they would have disqualified that person. They would have even said, you have a wonderful thing here, but unfortunately it didn't meet the minimum requirements. So we have to let you go. And that would happen. They didn't do that. This past time was they all had to build a tower, and it was put on a plate that made it like simulate like an earthquake. And Will Arnett was hitting on Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's a thing. That's now out there forever, you know. I mean, it was staged, but I don't care. They made that a thing. Will Arnett was hitting on Jennifer Love Hewitt. But anyway, the rules for this one were actually a lot simpler than the time before. There were levels. It went from like 1 to 11. Because, of course, you know, gotta turn it up to 11. As we all got from... This is Spinal Tap from back in the day. Funny movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. That's a new piece. That's cool. Okay. And know if there's anybody out there that's like watching. I don't know if it's a new piece. It's new to me. Okay. I like to clarify that a lot. Not necessarily a new thing. It's just a piece that I'm not familiar with. Anyway, this one was the lowest. Teams with the lowest score. So, you know, say it got knocked out at 7 and everybody else did better than 7. Like, they weren't on the chopping block. Anybody below that was, though. Like, whatever the lowest ones were. And then the other thing was, and then how you got to that was, when a significant part of your tower has fallen off, that is when you are disqualified. Now, they have two guys, they're engineers. And like the whole time they're sitting there like, oh, we got this in the bag. We're engineers. Well, they fell super far behind because they spent so much time trying to run the math on what their structure was going to be that was going to withstand this, that they never got to the aesthetic part. Like, they were like slowly working on it, but they never got through anything. And so at the end, they just like threw some panels on the side, like some base plates. I'm serious. This thing was like, they made it kind of okay, nice. Everybody, by far, everyone else pretty much looked way better than theirs. They threw on some base plates, and these things fell off like super easy because they're just base plates stuck to the side with like some snot tie, with some snot pieces. It's not structurally sound. They weren't interconnected in any way. Like, you need to have like an interlocking system for that, I'm a beginner, and even I know that. I'm like, oh, no, you gotta interlock the bricks there, I guess I wouldn't say I'm beginner. I might be like intermediate now. Whatever. Point is, them bricks should have interlocked. They just threw base plates and they fell apart. Completely fell apart. I feel they should have been... It should have been called right then. Because this thing is shaking, and it has... all the sides are just gone. It is just the frame. If that was a real building... people would have been dead outside. Because they would have had large panels of glass and steel fall on them. Okay? So that count, like, that to me, that's a significant part of your... That's a significant part of your tower. All the paneling on the sides fell off. That's a significant amount. And an inexcusably significant amount. I need to make sure I did this all right. Okay. That looks right. And that looks right. But nothing goes into here. Did I miss a step on that? Do I have another red? Let me double check on the other one here. That's the first. Here's the first one. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Correct. Correct. Haha. Okay. Gotcha. Let's do this. Oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come apart. Gotta make sure these are facing the right way. Okay. There and there. Let's get them together. Facing the same way. There we go. Okay. Cha-cha. And then next one is slide this pin in. There we go. Now it's connected. And then we're going to insert this inside. Like so. Down. Lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. Man, why didn't anybody tell me I did it the same direction, but, 180 degrees opposite? you around. Try this again. Freak. Okay. There we go. Let's try that again. Okay. Get in place. Get into place. You lock in. You lock in. You lock in. We got it. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay. It's locked in. They're facing the same direction. No worries. No worries. All right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I just, like I said, the week before, I don't think those folks whose like storefront didn't fall off the right way should have got disqualified. Think about it, they got an explosion. They're like, your storefront didn't fall as much as we'd like, but then these guys got to stay in because whatever. Like, they didn't put any effort into their thing. They didn't even, I don't even think they had much of a backstory. Which, I mean, I guess that matters later, but, and they didn't win, obviously. But, I don't know. I just, that's why, I know why. That's why I stopped watching last season, because the rules are very arbitrary. And I get that it's reality TV, but, I mean, I don't know, just be more fair. Now that I've vocally said that, I will probably never, ever have a chance of being on this show. Or if they do, they'll be like, they'll put me on like for a week, the first week, and then kick me off. And be like, yep. Like, you signed an NDA, but just so you know, we did this just to spite you. Doesn't matter. What else did we get this week? Another episode of Loki. That was good. Rick and Morty was last night. I don't know why they changed this. It used to be you could watch it on Hulu the next day. They don't have that right now. You have to have Hulu Live to do it. Just like, you know, if you wanted to watch it when it aired kind of thing. So you have to have Hulu Live to get it. But, or, you know, whatever, your normal cable company stuff if you have cable. But I don't. And I don't have a live streaming service anymore because I found it useless and overpriced. So you have to watch it on YouTube. They premiered the first episode, at least, on YouTube. There we go. We're on, look at that. We're on step 44 already. Alright. And let's push more pieces in. Alright. 4 of those. 1 of these. Okay, right in the middle? Yeah. Pretty cool. There we go. Next up, 2 more of those for some bands. Right. That was the whole... Okay. That was the whole first bag, man. Bag 2, let's go. Bag 2, let's rock and roll. I don't remember using a single piece that looked like that. Is that from a different set? Is that cerulean blue? Sandstone blue? What is it? Alright. Well, get that out. And here. That's aggressive. It looked aggressive, but it's only 2 more pieces. All right. 4 of these 3x1. I think this has to actually go. Shift down 1 more stud. Yep, 4 studs. 4 studs down. I'm fine with that. Dark bluish gray plates, tiles, and then 3 of these modified 2x2s. Hey, and no. Yes. All right. And shoot. Where are you? Need some of those double wide, dark brown cheese wedges. There are 3 of them. They all go this way. Four these and 2 dark brown 2x1s. Don't judge a book by its cover, but of the contents inside. In this case, you should probably judge the book by both. All right. Oh, I don't like that it's split between... I don't like that. I do not like that one bit. That's split between 2... Because now I'm going to make sure I get it as close to the edge as possible, so that way it looks like one continuous thing. Which is not the way you generally want to do your stickers. You generally want to put them centered on the brick. At least from my experience. Look at it. Cut off regardless. Because of sticker printing. They cut off entire letter. Is it overflow? We'll find out. All right, how are we going to do this? We're going to do it this way, though, because we need to try to line it up to the other one. Okay, let's hope there's some, like, overflow print on the sticker sheet. Looks like there was, luckily. Okay. The monster book. There we go. Despite being on 2 separate tiles, I got it as close together as possible. And I will have to live. Because, like, see, even there, they show them centered on the bricks. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that? I mean, granted, I know they don't have a freaking 8x2 plate. There is nothing saying that they can't have one sticker go across both. It'd only be when you take it apart that you need to worry about it. Monsters. Okay. Okay, 3 of these guys. Nice. Okay. Okay. 3 of those. Yes. A 6x1 dark tan. But not the darkest tan. What's the dealio here? Let's face it this way. This goes here. And all these go here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little confused. To be honest, I am slightly confused. Alright, we're gonna go with the 3 of those. Hope those are regular 2x. They look like regular 2x. Yeah, they are. Okay, so 1 by 1 and 4 2x1s. Okay. I'll put 1 here. So random. Very random. Very, very random. It's there. Okay. Guess I just want to split up the step. That's fine. Not concerned. You guys want to split up the steps? Go ahead, split up the steps. I'm here for all of it, man. By the way, I still gotta get the pictures done and the B-roll. But I am gonna put this Hogwarts Express that we just built up on eBay, or if my Bricklink store is set up in time, it'll be up there. Either way, that it's for sale. It's a decent set. It's the problem for me is that it is my only train. It has no tracks. I don't want to buy tracks. And I don't see trains being something like I'm gonna deeply be involved in. I might do one here and there. But I don't see myself having a huge train collection, and this being on the lower end of the Lego trains. I just don't feel a need to keep it. This is what, the 3rd iteration of the Hogwarts Express anyway. I think it is. I think it's the 3rd iteration of it. So I feel like they're probably going to get better with time anyway. If there's one that's really nice at some point, then I will buy it and probably keep it. But I am not going to go get tracks to make this display look nice and all that stuff for something that I'm just not really, like, my heart's not into it. Like I said, it's overall decent set. It's got some fun features to it. It's got some decent minifigures to it. You have your main cast. You have a character that makes sense to have on the train. Lupin and the Dementor didn't make too much sense. Because, I mean, granted, it's been a long, long time since I read the Harry Potter books. But I don't remember Professor... Oh, wait, is it Lupus or Lupin? Is he the disease or the thief? Yes. Lupin. Lupin, like the anime character who is really French. Okay. But anyway, dang, I still need one more of those. Okay. We're finding it. That one and the Dementor? No, I think there was a scene where there's a Dementor. It's for the train. Actually, Harry might have met Lupin on the train initially. I might have to reread Prisoner of Azkaban real quick. Because I think I might have just been completely wrong. And if that's the case, totally great minifigures for this set. But I mean, either way, not bad. Not bad at all. I do have to reread that if I... Yeah. Maybe I'll reread Prisoner of Azkaban. Might be fun. Alright, which one do you want? You want this one? You want... No, you don't want that one. You want... What do you want? What do you want from me? What kind of piece do you want? You want this one. On there. That looks weird for this situation. I hope you know that, right? No, it doesn't. There. Okay, so then just make it curve towards the inside. And... No, I did that wrong. Helps if you move it. There you go. Kind of a hard piece to get off, don't you think? There we go. Hate when I put those on the wrong way because they are the most annoying piece to try to get off. Alright. 8 1x1s. Brown. Dark brown. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, Alright, who in the heck is gonna... Alright, and last one of those for the win. There we go. Alright, and then, hey, more stickers. Okay. So we're going to grab 2 of these. I'm going to find a second one of them. There it is. 2 of those. Stickers 3 and 9. Yeah, it looks pretty centered to me. Pop that guy on, and then 9. 9 doesn't even have words. 9's just designs. Like, yeah. I get the first one out without goofing it up, but I goof up the second one. Okay. Let's try here. Let's try it there. That is still too far. Okay, split the distance. Split the difference. Jesus, I can't even use phrases right now. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now let's zoom in and see, got that the right direction there. By the way, I haven't charged this trackpad in like a month. Pretty sure it's running on like 20% power. I could check. Eh, whatever. Forget it. Forgets it. Not worth it. I need to get this off again though, so it's flat. Because that's annoying. Alright. 2 of the 4x1s. 4 of these curve things. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Very... So yeah, since there's no interior to this, really, where like all those other ones do, very intricate cover. I like that. Like that a lot, actually. Very intricate cover. All right. Zoopity-doop. Ba-doop. Flip it over. And around. Okay. And grab how many of these? 8. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Pages are facing correctly on the outside. Flip that boy around. Let's go. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, flat on the outside. Horizontal on the outside and horizontal on the outside. Got him. Next up. 4 of these with holes. 1, 2, 3. 3. 4. And there should be 2 of these gray plates. Okay. Got some long... Yeah, I do have some long pins in here. We do have some long pins in here. That's gonna be all feeding through. For sure, for sure. Make sure I'm lining it up correctly. Yes, I am. Alright, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, throw that off to the side for now. You got more stuff to build. Okay. Righty then, and right in the middle, please. Flip it over, grab these plates. And then bring it all back. They come into here. They lock down to everybody. I mean, it leaves a gap here and on this side. I don't like that necessarily. I would like to see that stable, but whatever. So yeah, that's where we attached it. Now we're getting 2 2x1s. All right. There we go. And 66, 2 of these. Right. Get a drink. I think I totally made myself some tea and forgot. because work decided to call me 10 minutes before my live stream started. I'm sorry, 15 minutes before my live stream started. Phone call ended 5 minutes before. Oh, okay. And then here we go. Red. And then these go up, so it's got to be like this. Yeah, yeah. Flip it over. Where do you go? Over here. That would be where. All right. All right, 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 all right. Boom. Somebody once told me that this book was gonna throw me. Why am I having such a hard time finding this? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Next, flip it back over. Come on, Meow. Alright, well, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Alright, this guy. Two of the red ones. One of the red ones. I don't know why I said two. I don't know why I saw or thought two. Such a weird... I don't know how I misread that. Did I look at the number two? For the next thing? And then this gets centered on here. Like that. Okay, man. And then you get this 4x2 here and put it across to lock that all in. Like a good brick builder does. You don't just throw panels on the outside and shake it. Sorry, I'm going to gripe about that, man. I can't wait to see what this week happens. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And two of those. Looks like this. Okay, and you want me to snap that onto there? Fine, I will. Except the other way. There we go. Okay. Flip it back over. Point the tongue down. And let it do whatever it wants to do. I don't know what it wants to do. It's a monster book. Grab 2 pins here. Alright. And then we're going to take this guy. Put him on... yeah, where do they clip into though, man? Like, it would have been kind of nice if you showed me what it goes into. I think it goes into the red part here, but I don't know. You also have to get at a very specific angle to do that. Alright, first of all, the dang tongue is as flat as it can go. So if it doesn't fit this way, we're going to have to reevaluate here. Okay. Lined up. Got him. Okay. Okay. If that's not where it goes, I don't know what to tell you guys. Because I can't do anything about it now. How do you even get those out? Holy cow. Those are flush up on there, man. I don't even know how you get those out. Alright. Yep, and then there's the banding. Okay. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. I don't know what that is. Got something on there. Hold on. Very carefully. There we go. Something got in there. I don't know what it was. It was weird. Alright, I'll flip that back towards me. You tongue go down a little bit. Yeah, okay. You with the teeth. I like you. And, so. I don't know. Here's the problem with all y'all. You don't show me what stud, clearly, it's supposed to go on. So I think it goes like that. I mean, it matches up. Looks like it matches up to this stud here. So we hope. We hope, we pray. 3 of those. They're going in the front. Hmm. 6, 7, and 8. The eyes. Now, do I want these close together, or do I want them centered? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the 2. Now, these I think I'm going to center on the tile. I think these should be centered. Right, and last one. That's the last sticker entirely. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. That looks correct. Let's go. Next up, one of these and two of those little, like, quarter circle pieces to make a little arch. Pretty good stuff. And then there's a... What's that? I don't know about this. Have any of you guys heard about the Adidas Superstar set that's coming out? It's not to be confused with the shoe. The shoe from Adidas that you can put Legos on. You put the Lego bricks on. It is a brick-built shoe. It seemed pretty cool. I'm not the biggest sneakerhead, so probably not something I'm getting. Probably laying off it. I know there's a free gift of purchase too if you get it. That's supposedly gonna happen. But I don't know. Yeah, like I don't see that necessarily being a set that I want to add to my collection. Although it looks like a really good brick built shoe. I got to give them credit on that design. And then the little like addition of adding in laces, man, that was, I'm gonna say that was so smart. It was smart. Flip this around. 1, 2, and 3 of those. Okay, there. And then all that just sits back on there. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yummy. Okay. 2 of those horns. 2 of those other horns. Nice. And then 4 of these hands. Tight. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Okay. Great. Nice little aesthetic there. Pretty cool aesthetics. Yeah, I got 8. Oh, because we're doing the whole rest of it now. All right, well, we're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I need 4 of those horn pieces, and then 4 of those fangs. All right. Hey guys, don't forget that after we're done with this, it's not all you're getting this week. This is a makeup for last week. So, I know you guys, it's the last couple weeks been a weird schedule, right? But anyway, I also want to say yesterday was also Father's Day, so all you dads out there, you want to say Happy Father's Day. All you guys taking care of kids that aren't yours by birth. You know, you should be proud of that. whatnot. And, you know, if you're out there and you don't know your dad, then you know, say Happy Father's Day to the streets. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But also be nice to your ma, because she trying, you know? If your dad ain't around, be nice to your ma, because she's trying, man. Trust me. Alright, we got some fangs, some hook. We good. We got this done, I think. Yeah, it done. So, I gotta press. I think they're just saying because it's such a... That feels like it's stressing out the pieces, man. Yeah, like, it don't want to stay like that, man. That is putting stress on it. I wouldn't suggest playing with this too much, to be honest. Because that's just stressing out those brown pins right there. Like there. I gotta get something in there too, because that one's coming off. Oh, Malfoy should have been. Anyway, that is the set there, guys. All completely done there. As you'll see, you got some of the older sets in there, because this was before the anniversary sets came out. And yeah, look at that. I got a couple of extra pieces out here. I'm gonna have to organize later. And that is it. All right. So, like I said, I will see you guys this Sunday. Normal time. What was that? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Central Time. I'll see you Sunday. What's the date then? Let me look up the date. I'll look up the date. Sunday is the 27th. So, Sunday, June 27th, 5 o'clock Central. Come back. We'll be building Fawkes Dumbledore's Phoenix. Similar to that Hedwig set that we did a few months back. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I like that. I like how it looks. It's going to be nice paired with that Hedwig when it's done. And then, yeah, that should wrap up our wizarding streams of June. And then we'll get into July, which I'm not going to tell you what July starts with yet. But, you know. Let me just tell you, I'm not afraid of July. I'm not afraid of July. What's the first one of July? Oh, even better. Even better. The first one July is Independence Day. And no, it's not aliens. I ain't afraid of the 4th of July. I ain't afraid of no 4th of July. Alright, guys. That's it for me. You guys take care of yourself. Have a good week. Once again, tell your dads out there Happy Father's Day from Mike at Bender Builds Lego. Peace.